Up, everybody, man? I hope you had a great weekend. I had a really good weekend. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did a little dog run yesterday, 5.5 hours up one way, 5.5 hours back one way. Took off about 5 in the morning. Want to say big ups to Mike at Redefined Bullies. Got some of the best stock out there. Has a little bit of majority of his stuff he has is Remy Line dogs, and some of the best out there. So if you guys are looking at some stuff, Redefined Bullies is breeding some really nice dogs. With that being said, Monday morning, November, Thanksgiving week. So all the kids should probably be out of school. So I know our parents are scrambling now because when the kids are out of school, it kind of throws off our schedule. But I wanted to talk today about a couple things. I want to talk a little bit about RKC today and a little bit about dogs today. I'm really trying hard and I'm really focused on growing the RKC community. It's been brought to my attention that everybody still thinks it's a Remy Line thing. And at this point, you know what, man, if that's what they think it is what it is. I mean, we keep saying it's for all bloodlines. We keep saying it's not a Remy Line thing. I get it. It's named Remy Kennel Club, so obviously that's the first thought. But, come on. At some point, you got to know it's not that because we keep telling you that. So, hopefully the people will get it. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I really focused on telling everybody that if you're going to be in a business, it's all about supply and demand. It's all about having an arena to sell. So, if you're going to be in the RKC world, we have to have supply and demand. We have to have a place where you could go to showcase. We have to have a place where people could come to make purchases. Okay, it's people putting money into the community and the community putting money back into people. That's how society is formed. So if you plan on being an RKC, you whether you want to or not have to help build it because it's going to benefit you in the long run. If you don't want to help build it, if you don't even want to deal with it, don't even waste your time really hanging out there because you're just killing time that you could go. Go to the other shows where it's already built and then make your establishment there. The positive of building something is that when you first come into something ground floor, everything is kind of a lot cheaper. And then you become a fixture in something. Yes, in the beginning, you will take a loss. And yes, in the beginning, you might not make as much as you could if you go somewhere else. So case in point, let's say I have a magazine or I sell collars or something. Well, I could go to an RKC show that might have 200 people, or I could go to an ABKC show that might have 600 people. Well, logically, you'll say, well, I'd rather just stay at the 600 people because I'm going to make a profit. It's going to make more sense. That's just kind of logical. But when you look at the big pictures, when you go to that show, you're going to an establishment that's already built and it's already has its entities in there. So sometimes it's best to say, hey, you know what? These little up-and-comers, let me put a foothold there and invest some time there because then you will have a stronghold. Because someone else is going to come and put in that time. And then when you come, you're not gonna kind of like be the head of the market. It's like ABK, just like Atomic Dog magazine was the first magazine. So it kind of it has a foothold there. So all the other magazines kind of fall into place. Or a collar person or whatever. But I think you guys get the point. So if you have a trade, if you have a product, come to the show. Make yourself relevant there and build it. Because believe it or not, as it grows, and RKC will grow. I don't know if you guys have seen what the Philippines are doing, but they are not playing. I mean, they are the main registry in the Philippines. Yes, RKC. Majority of people are going to it. They're supporting it. They're loving it. And they don't even have Remy Line dogs. So when people say I thought it's for Remy Line dogs, just tell them, look at RKCP. because 95% of the dogs there are not Remy line dogs, but they support that kennel club. So that's just pretty much that on the RKC part. Okay. Also, just want to let you guys know, big ups on everybody. The girls told me that a lot of registrations have been coming in, so I'm glad that you guys are finally, putting the time and forth with that. I wanted to talk real quick a little bit about your yards. This is going to be kind of touching, and it's probably going to offend a couple people. It might offend a lot of people. Okay. This is my schedule. I wake up in the morning and I go to the gym. Then I come home and I walk a dog. After I walk the dog, I let him run around, let them play around and so forth, feed, so forth, get dressed, go to work, come back home, hang with the family, blah, 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 blah. If you don't walk your dog because you don't have time, but you have like 6 dogs, this really isn't for you. Because think about this. You don't have to walk 6 dogs every day, but walk 1 dog a day. You don't got to walk miles, but just maybe around the block. Because see, that interaction, that movement, that dog smelling new sights, that so forth, it's going to bring out a different aspect of your dog. Then people will say, Fabe, well, I just popped the cage and the dogs run free in the yard. Great. There's no new smells in the same yard. Getting new smells, hearing new sounds, seeing new things, hearing a horn, a different so forth, it makes a difference in a dog, and it will bring out more in that dog. And everyone will say, well, Fabe, I don't have time, I'm so busy. We all have the same time, and trust me, there's someone else busier than you, but you have to make the time. Do I want to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym? Absolutely not. But that's the only time I could go. Do I really want to walk a dog every single day? Well, I enjoy it, so I'll be lying if I don't. And anyone could tell you, I walk my dog, because a lot of times when they call, they're like, he's walking his dog, okay? So, even if you have 10 dogs, that's just walk 1 dog a day. Trust me on this, you will get the most out of your dog. We can't keep being backyard breeders. We have to, at some point, look at ourselves and say, I am a backyard breeder, but I'm the cream of the crop when it comes to a backyard breeder. Because when you hear the word backyard breeder, it's not really a good term. Nobody really wants to be known as a backyard breeder. But it's nothing nice when you say I'm a backyard breeder and they come and they see your yard, they see how nice your dogs, it changes the stereotype. Some people have 10, 15 dogs. Well, that just means you just walk 1 dog a day. You don't got to walk all 10 and all 15. Just walk 1. Okay? That's going to be important. I really want the RKC community to be really a community that people outside of the world will want to come to, because they could see the pride and love that people put into the dog. If we just keep getting people within our community coming to shows, you will never ever break the market. I don't need to sell dogs in the bully world. I don't need to sell dogs just to other breeders. There's nothing better than selling a dog to a pet home. Trust me, it changes lives. In this world, if you could change a life or change certain life, it just makes your life a little bit more justifiable. I'm no messiah. I'm no leader of the free world. I have a lot of dirt on me like anybody else, But the one thing I do try to do is I try to just be better than before and learn from my mistakes. So let's put some time into the dogs and work the dogs, okay? Because it will make a difference. When I bring my dog out to a show, and I will be bringing my dog out to the show next year, watch how my dog is around all the other dogs that are just pretty much stuck there and being held down by their owner. Watch their difference. Watch how this dog will command attention because it's not nervous about these new sounds. It sees people. It's more vibrant. The muscles will pop. That's what made Remy a little bit special. Because when he walked into a show, he gave it to you because he was like, yes, Most of these dogs, when you see them at the show, they're cowering down. They look scared. Their coat isn't nice. And people are like, look at my dog. it doesn't work. Trust me on this. Put that time physically into your dog. The other good thing about walking your dog, it's going to give you some exercise. Because like I said, a fit dog is a fit lifestyle. A fit lifestyle is a fit owner. A fit owner is a happy person. Okay? So, kind of like just some stuff off the top of the head. So, let me double it up. Deuces!